choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, feel it. She's got it all.
Okay, about to kick off in our under-20s match today between Canberra FC and Gungahlin United. And the starting lineups for Canberra FC: number 9, Andrew Giorgio; number 10, Brock Grujic; number 8, Christian Kreskis; number 16, Stephen Kreskis; number 1, Jason Matasha; number 6, John Papanikolaou; number 13, Julian Sanchez; number 3, Nikola Špelic; number 7, Nicholas Subasic; number 23, Michael Tamaro; number 12, Mohamed Yansane. Substitutes for Canberra FC: goalkeeper Riley Boyle; number 2, Robert Mackay; number 4, Aidan Milburn; number 5, Alan Napo; number 15, Brodie Simpsons. Coach for Canberra FC: Michael Mensah. Starting lineup for Gungahlin United: number 6, Cordell Addison; number 7, Adrian Apoleski; number 9, Gabriel Ayuel; number 70, Augustine Bangura; number 19, Thomas Barbatano; number 20, Gianni Corrigan; number 91, Harry Economopoulos; number 10, Moses Garang; number 4, Ryan Gulevsky; number 88, Jacob Kitte; number 13, Jaden Virtue. Substitutes for Gungahlin United: number 14, Marcus Grzic; number 81, Clayton Hayes; number 8, William Manilow; number 2, William Roberts; and number 82, Antonio Chang. Our referees for today's match: in the middle, Paul Kelly; his assistants, Blake Baldwin and Adam Powers. Good luck to both teams.
Good luck to the meta.
1, 2, 3, got it!
Get the back, Andrew.
There is nothing there. There is absolutely nothing. As long as it goes both ways, because I'll be doing the same thing back here. You do that or foul against it. Simple. But how does that work? It's not a foul there, but it's not a foul here.
On the line!
Just go, Red.
One offside, Andrew. Watch the offside. What's the offside, Andrew? Come on, get up.
Cheers, mate.
Yes. Stay on side, Andrew.
Hey, Johnny. Let me fix it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, all good. Hey, play away. Away! Hey, hurry! Don't come here! Hurry! Get out! No! Johnny, that was the right thing. You got him. Who's on 7, 8? Who's on 7? Special market! Johnny. Yeah, let's go. Jump in. Jump in. Go.
Goal scorer for Canberra FC, number 9, Andrew Giorgio. Canberra FC 1, Gungahlin United 0. Goal scorer for Gungahlin United, number 70, Augustine Bangura. Canberra FC 1, Gungahlin United 1.
Leave it! Leave it! Leave it! Go! 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 No offside. I know he's got offside. What is the point, boys? There's nothing wrong there. So fucking gone.
Half-time score in the NPL, under 20s, Canberra FC 1, Gungahlin United 1. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the canteen is open if you'd like something to eat or drink. First grade match kicking off at 3 p.m.
Good shot from the ref there.
Sorry?
Did you hear what the ref said?
No.
One of the centre backs was complaining. It's like, if you want to go play FIFA online, go do that. This is really fun.
Yeah. From which team?
You can.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think I
Well,
think I
I've
know
just
what
said
you're
that to
talking
him.
about.
Like,
Yeah. First grade will be a good game as well. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Gungahlin is one of the teams I like watching. Have they been a good team for a long time?
I think this year was sort of the turn.
Yeah.
Last year they were average,
Yeah.
mid-range. This year they tipped it up massively.
Dobra nam bila večer, prijatelji moji. Ko će izmišljati karte, ako nas nima. Vidimo noćas kraj stola, a vidim da nima nas pola, a pisme naše su. Zauvijek tu. Evo mene moji ljudi, dočekala na devanu. Još je živa naša roza, još svetenje u zelanu. Evo mene lipi moji mili galene, kaleti. Od uvijek je bila pisma Dalmatica ko sveti. Čuvaj sine moj, na plinu istorije, kada zaspenja, pa miriši moje. Dobra vam bila večer, prijatelji moji. Ko će izmišljati karte, ako nas ima. Vidimo noćas kraj stola, a vidim da nima nas pola, a pisme naše su. Evo mene moji ljudi, dočekala na devanu. Još je živa naša roza, još svetenje u zelanu. Evo mene lipi moji mili galene, kaleti. Od uvijek je bila prisna Dalmatica ko sveti.
Yeah, I can hear you. That was because the ref clearly whistled to start the second half, but when we told them to, I think told me to retake the opposition players that stepped into the half before the ball. But did it not restart the second half? I thought I had. Yeah, it's restarted now.
Half-time substitution for Canberra FC coming off number 10, Brock Grujic, being replaced by number 5, Alan Napo. Substitutions for Gungahlin United coming on number 8, William Manilow, and number 2, William Roberts.
Sit. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. It's time to play on, so it's 13 minutes. Like it's 13 minutes into the second half. So what it says on the clock. Minutes and seconds. So right now it says, right now it's counting down to 45 minutes. Right now it's only 30 minutes. Yeah. So game time is 58.
Look out!
His mouth, they don't want it. They won't. You can't call. Yeah, lucky. Yeah.
Goal scorer for Gungahlin United, number 4, Ryan Levski. Canberra FC 1, Gungahlin United 2. Substitution for Canberra FC coming off number 7, Nikola Suosic, being replaced by number 15, Brody Simpsons.
No, it's not a pathway to currently Team 1 still has 10 players in Team 2. Yep.
Substitution for Gungahlin United coming off number 4, Ryan Galevsky, being replaced by number 81, Anthony Chang. substitution for Gungahlin United, coming off number 7, Adrian Apoleski, being replaced by number 14, Marcus Gudizic. Substitution for Canberra FC coming off number 3, Nikola Špelić, being replaced by number 2, Robert Mackay. Substitution for Canberra FC coming off number 7, Julian Sanchez, being replaced by number 4, Aidan Milburn. Goal scorer for Canberra FC, number 9, Andrew Mackay. Andrew Giorgio, correction. Canberra FC 2, Gungahlin United 2.
Halfway. Go, Jono!
Full-time score here at Deakin Stadium in the under-20s, Canberra FC 2, Gungahlin United 2. First grade kick-off in 15 minutes' time. I'll be back shortly with the starting lineups.
How's it going, man?
Hopefully it doesn't get funny.
What was your name again? Sorry, I know we've met
Brent.
once. Yeah. Wasn't sure if anyone was coming or not.
Yeah, even with their like, I think they've gone with the real weakened side. Testing. No. Testing. No. Testing. Testing. No. That's all right. Testing. Testing. Can you hear me? Ah, well, that's all that matters. As long as you can hear me. Ah, there we go. That's perfect. Excellent. Testing, yep. Gungahlin, moving it out. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. All right, here we go. Massive game here at Deakin Stadium. Of course, Canberra FC still playing for their finals hopes. Gungahlin, they've booked their spot in the finals for next week. It's do or die, basically, for Canberra FC. Anything other than a win for them will see them miss this year's finals series. That comes after Belconnen earlier loss this season to the Riverina Rhinos was overturned. Now, the home side, Canberra FC, they've found some form of late, but they'll need to do much more to overturn the last time these two sides played. It was Gungahlin 5-0 against the visiting Canberra FC earlier this season at the AIS. However, there is quite a different squad this week for Gungahlin. I mean, this time, Canberra FC as well, they have the home ground advantage. And there's a nice crowd building here at Deakin Stadium. Of course, quite keen to see their boys in the finals once again. I can't remember the last time Canberra FC didn't make the finals. Now, Canberra FC, they put 5 past Tuggeranong recently at Deakin, so they'll be quietly confident of a result. Much will hinge on the ability, though, to penetrate this Gungahlin backline. Now, just waiting for the squads to come through.
Number 4, Matthew Gurbisha. Number 6, Ryan Keir. Number 15, Jordan Lamb. Number 12, Lucas Moragas. Number 5, Thomas Milicevic. Number 3, Daniel Subasic. Number 9, Jason Ugdinic. Substitutes for Canberra FC, number 10, Dom Giampaolo. Number 23, Jason Matasha. Number 2, Marko Vrkic. And number 17, Aidan Brunskill. Coach for Canberra FC, Luka Uydur, and his assistants, Andrea Rakic and Ulysses De Silva. Starting lineup for Gungahlin United, number 19, Badrelden Abbas. Number 22, Riley Angela Sante. Number 7, Torren Blanche. Number 2, Ross Costanzo. Number 10, Jeremy Heptamarian. Number 21, Sam Heptamarian. Number 11, Mishko Naumoski. Number 18, Nicholas Radchin. Number 15, Bernard Rene. Number 1, Jordan Purtell. And number 6, Liam Walsh. Substitutes for Gungahlin United, number 52, Ryan Gillespie.
So I must apologise for the delay in commentary there. We're just waiting for the signs to come through. They've just come through now. So starting here for Canberra FC today will be from the back in their goalkeeper, Sam Brown, Daniel Subasic, Matthew Gerbisha, Thomas Milicevic, Ryan Keir, Ian Graham, Jason Ugrinich, Lucas Moragas, Jordan Lamb, Daniel Calbataldo and Daniel Barak will also finish off their lineup. Subs coming off: Marko Vrkic, Dominic Giampaolo, Jason Matessa, and number 17, Jordan Brunskill. Now for Gungahlin, it's a much different side for them this week. A couple of first teamers are out. Jordan Thurtell, no surprises there. He'll start in goal. Ross Costanzo out the back. Liam Walsh, Torren Blanche, Jeremy Habtamariam, Misko Namoshki, Augustine Bangura will start off the bench. Bernard Rene, Nicholas Rathjen, Baldrelden Abbas, Samuel Habtamarian and Riley Angelsante round off their side. Now, for Gungahlin, this is not really a pressure game. They can sort of see how Canberra FC go. It's likely these two sides will meet, or they will meet if Canberra FC win. So for them, it's just a chance for them to really give a few of these younger guys a game today. They can relax, but we know what they were capable of after they put the Tigers to the sword. Of course, that game really is going to be exciting. The other one that's going on today between Canberra Olympic and the Tigers, that'll decide the title. The Tigers needing to win that one after they were miles in front of everyone else and have really sort of fallen over the line. Olympic has overtaken them, so a win for the Tigers in that one will see them clinch the title. But all the focus is here on Deakin, whether Canberra FC can book their place in the finals. The sides are out now. Should be a good one. About a top of 20 degrees here in Canberra. Some cloud covers sort of keeping the heat in at the moment, which is really nice. No rain to speak of as yet. There might be a little bit late. There was a forecast for late showers, but nothing at the moment, which is perfect for football. The pitch looks absolutely beautiful at the moment. It's always a pleasure to call here at Deakin Stadium. Nice little build up here. Both sides know what they have to do here. If Gungahlin want to play Belconnen next week, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of keen eyes. Steve Forshaw probably one of them, the coach of Belconnen, waiting and seeing what the result will be here. It'll be Barak to kick us off here. A massive game here for Canberra FC. I can't understate or underline that enough, how important it is for them to get the jump here. Looks like they'll be playing a 4-3-3. And they're underway here through put a Barak. He plays it back, and they go all the way back here to Brown under a little bit of pressure. He just sends it wide. It's a nice ball out here to Milicevic. Plays it back to Kier. That's falls back, and this is Habdamariam. That was Jeremy. This is Gungahlin on the ball, playing in that nice little Juve style strip. There was a bit of talk as to whether or not some of the teams next year might adopt a couple of different names, you know, whether it might be Gungahlin Juve next year. I think there was quite emphatic from Gungahlin that they won't be adopting that. That's nice little pressure on that occasion from Samuel Habdamarian, and Canberra FC will win the ball. It's thrown in on that occasion from Gabessa. Gungahlin wins it. This is Abbas with the throw. Plays it back, and he's working it to Renee. Goes all the way back to Thurtell. He's a talented keeper, this lad. Nice delivery there, but shut down very quickly by Ugrinic. Both sides getting into the feel of it. Nice and early. Both at varying levels of requirements, as Graham wins a free kick there. Just held a little bit. So will just be played here by Gerbischer. Or Subasic rather, now to Gerbischer. He plays it to Kier. That comes out to Moragas. Just trying to get a little bit fancy there, Milicevic. Back to Moragas. Now Kier. Can't control it. That's nice work there by Torrin Blanche. And great control in midfield, and wins that ball back. Was on that occasion cut off by Lamb. Gungahlin happy to just sort of control it. Play the game at their tempo. They don't need to win today, of course. It's all on Canberra FC. It's always good to be in a position to be able to do this, knowing that you can't change your position. So to give those younger players a chance to really show their first team experience and grow from it. But Marshall Munoz, of course, will have one eye on the finals, despite the experience of the side that he's got on the park today. This will come in from Lamb. It's a nice ball to Greenwich, back to Lamb. Kier looking for that pass in midfield, just trying to push the tempo a little bit. It's a slowish start. Still got plenty of time, heaps of time left. There's no need to really try and push it that early. It's a nice ball here, and it Comes down to Keir again. He just misses that pass. Just not on the same page as his strikers and wingers at the moment. Still ever so talented playing in that midfield. Of course, Canberra looking to make the finals and defend their championship of last year. Probably missing Thomas James a little bit this year. He's been fantastic since moving on as well. Costanzo back in. Pressure instantly, and this is Barak. Dealt with there by Rene. Now this is Blanche. He just leaves it for Milicevic. Nabas gets there, and Blanche cops one to the head, and referee straight away checks him out for the HIA. Of course, that's something that is really taking it now. When you cop one to the head, I mean, that's not pretty. And Milicevic does well as Abbas kicks that one out. Really wore the full brunt of that kick, did Torrin Blanche, and he's still potentially a little bit shaken. That's Moragas. He'll take this one. It's a high ball. Looking at the back. That's Gabeshar. Ryan Keir. Oh, just across the face on that occasion. Thurtell, I think, had it covered, but just started working across. And that's a promising start from Canberra FC. Really worked that turnover into a good chance, and it was a creative bit of play from the corner. Fell down from Gerbisher to Sabasic, and Ryan Keir nearly gets him on the score sheet. Now here's Gungahlin in midfield. A nice touch from Rathjen. Back to Rene. Comes out here. This is Samuel Habtemarian. He plays a nice ball across the field looking for Namoski. Here's time to have a touch. Will he get around Lamb? I don't think he will, so he'll play it back. And they're just happy to sit on it as Canberra FC. I think an early goal here would be an absolute disaster for their chances of making the finals. Abbas just working it in midfield with Walsh. This is a turnover now. And this is Barak. Had numbers on the outside, but they were happy to it. Now here's Moragas. Torrin Blanche will be right on his back here and plays it back to Milicevic. All the way back to Brown now. And this press from Gungahlin, of course, the youth. And there's a turnover there. Namoski, he's taken down it. Probably ball first, and that's a wonderful tackle from Gerbisher. Fast-flowing football early. Oh, that's a poor ball on that occasion, and here they come on the attack. Habtemariam plays it short, looking for his brother. Samuel and Jeremy already causing a lot of trouble here early. There's Barak, he turns it over again. Here's Namoski playing it back to Habtemariam. This time it's Jeremy. Turned it over on that occasion from Carbataldo, who got the steal, but it's an absolute captain's tackle earlier from Gerbisher. It's a wonderful ball, just cut off by Costanzo. That'll be a handball against Habtemariam. He's not happy with that. He's got to be careful not to give too much of dissent. This is played across Moragas. Looks outside to Milicevic. Nice into Keir. They're just working it really well at the moment. They've sort of settled Canberra FC. Now this is a ball from Keir from Moragas. Does really well on that occasion. From Rathjen. Just in that defensive role. Hard to believe just 10 minutes have gone by here. It's just been fast-paced football from the start. It's easy for a side like Gungahlin to play without fear, without knowing, or with knowing rather, that they aren't going to move anywhere on the ladder. As for Canberra FC, they're just going to push the envelope all afternoon. You just get that feeling that They aren't going to stop until they get that goal, and then it'll be up to them as to whether they want to sit on that lead or whether they want to push for a second. Of course, it's all hypothetical at the moment. We did see Gungahlin nearly pinch a lead there. Now this is Barak. Looked inside, and this is Habtemariam. Stolen again, but it's played back to Rene. He sees Blanche. Oh, it's a high boot. Missed there by both officials, and Blanche just falls over his feet. I think he was offside. There was Anglestani, but not given. Now to Mosky wide against Lamb. He's causing a lot of trouble there on that left side. Plays it back to Habtemariam. Happy to go back with Canberra FC just getting those numbers back. They'll play that counter-attacking football. That's a wonderful ball from Ratchin. Looking for Blanche. Can he control it? He gets it under control on that wing. Plays it back into Samuel Habtemariam. That's a wonderful first touch from Habtemariam. Inside the box. No, Graham's just worked him over, and then Kidd does really well. And on that occasion, it's turned over again. Now back inside. Habtemariam has a shot, and that was a bit audacious. Don't even think it would have been a conversion if we were playing rugby. Well, I needed him last night at Eden Park. Here's Brown. Wonderful deliverer of the ball. Not on this occasion as Costanzo, but he turns it over. Now there's numbers here. This is it through Greenwich. It's a wonderful first touch, but just probably a little bit too much. Greenwich. Now goes the chip, and well over the goal of Thurtell, who was caught in an awkward position there. Pushing the envelope here, Canberra FC. Largely positive for them. And at the same time, they're also leaving themselves open, but a fantastic defensive pairing of Sebastic and Gerbischer back there, and Graham filling holes where he can. Went for the short one there, Walsh. Took a long time there, and Blanche is there. He gets in front of Gerbischer and wins it. That was Angela Sante looking to play it wide. Couldn't quite get there for the Mosky, and Lamb managed to clean it up okay, but this is where they can potentially run themselves into trouble, but it's a wonderful release ball as Barak gets a push in the back for his trouble. Now it's a turnover. Here's Moragas. He gets clipped there by Rathjen. Nothing happening. That's a wonderful ball to Habtemariam. And look at them release out here to Costanzo, but now they just sit on it. It's a nice little triangle press, and Abbas forced into the error there, much to the delight of the young Canberra FC fans on this western wing. Would say southern wing, perhaps. This one's fallen here. That was a chance for Calbataldo. Shut down pretty quickly. Now, we saw a nice creative corner last time out from Canberra FC. What can they bring here as Moragas goes to the corner flag? He goes high again, looking for Sebastic, and couldn't quite get a handle on that one. Be disappointed there. It's a quick ball out here to Costanzo. He's under a bit of pressure. Walsh, that's a wonderful turning ball. Now Kier put him under pressure. Rene was good enough, and Vettel on that occasion can't get it past Moragas. Hayden, you just get the feeling that if they can compose themselves, Canberra FC, when they're going forward, they'll create more chances. What's Thurtell doing here? He ran himself into a bit of trouble there, but works it out okay as Lamb switches the direction of the play. And that will be offside for Milicevic. Disappointing there for Milicevic. That's the tell. Of course, reminding everyone who's just switching on, Canberra FC need to win today after the overturned decision between Belconnen and Riverina from earlier in the season changed, putting Belconnen 2 points in front of Canberra FC, so they're desperate to win this one. Rathjen here, works it wide to Habtemarian. Here comes Samuel, he plays it. A nice ball there for Blanche Torrent. And Torrent on that occasion just couldn't get it going. I think he was looking for Angela Sante, but couldn't find him. Nice race here. Costanzo will win it. Played back here. Colbertado gets in there, but here's Habtemarian. No. Ryan Keir gets in on that occasion, just too strong. It's a high ball now. One on that occasion. Just working it forward a bit scrappy, that bit of play. Sam Brown says, I'll take it. Slow things down. Subasic couldn't quite find the target there, and here's Habtemarian. Wonderful there from Gerbischer. Now Keir. Milicevic has it. Plays Moragas out wide. He's got numbers in the box. One lead. Well shut down there by Abbas. Still 0-0 here. Just over a quarter of an hour gone. In here from Moragas. Looks for Barak. He plays it back. Now Keir. He's got a few options. Shut down well by Habtemarian. Now back to Moragas to Keir. Renee was there, and Habtemarian should win this. Graham a little bit stronger, gets over the top, and it's just the elbow going over the top there that really did it. And unhappy with that. Canberra FC, I thought it was okay, but referee got better side of it. Quite easy there from Rathjen. This is Sam Habtemarian working in those wide positions. Works it really wide. Here's Blanche. He's working really well today. Abbas plays it back to Rene. Great pressure here from Canberra FC, who's really starting to press these youngsters, and Gerbischer nearly gets the turnover. Playing a bit higher with Graham now folding back into that roller. Now they'll switch depending on which side it goes. This is wonderful control from Gungahlin, and as you say that, they kick it out of bounds, and that's the commentator's curse. A wonderful touch there from that supporter. Wonderful juggle. Gerbischer plays Graham. Plays Keir. He's just too strong on that occasion for Rathjen. Now back in. Moragas. Oh, wonderful first touch. Keir lacking a little bit. Sam Habtemarian copped one. Now Torrent Blanche plays it across to Jeremy Habtemarian. He's got time if he can turn onto his right. Looked for his brother on that occasion, but read on that really well by Gerbischer. Now Milicevic plays Barak. He's fast. Can he beat Abbas? No, he's called off. Would have been barely anything in that. And Jeremy plays his brother Sam. Habtemarians now looking for Angela Sante. Can't find him. Graham back to Milicevic. Runs himself into trouble. Manages to get out of it. Plays it back to Basic. Wonderful ball for Barak. Now Keir. That's wonderful first touch football. Now Moragas. Shut down by Abbas. Milicevic plays Moragas. Oh, he gets the nutmeg. That was a wonderful first touch, but couldn't go on with it. Just really sucked Abbas in there, and love seeing the nice skill on display, but he would have loved to go on with it, and that's just a little bit too high for Habtemarian. Not much movement. Goes to Keir. Plays it across to Gerbesha. Now Subasic. Just in that holding pattern at the moment. Angelo Sente puts some pressure on. Goes high looking for Barak. He wins it. Abbas got in the back there, but looks to play short. Barak plays Milicevic. Rene does well to get the head down there, and Habtemarian, nice first touch. 21 on 12 there. Now Ratchin, Angelo Sante, really strong there, the youngster. Of course, missing a couple of their first teamers today, Gungahlin. Hasn't seemed to hurt them too much. The youthful exuberance is holding them in good stead so far. It's an experience at the back that's really holding up at the moment. Rathjen just sort of playing a sweeping centre defensive mid-roll. This one goes short to Barak. Plays it to Colbertaldo. Has Milicevic! Oh, he just flashes across. That one's called against Abbas, and it'll be a corner. Milicevic nearly up there. Wonderful play from Canberra FC. As a bit of sunshine pops through the clouds, that'll keep things warm for the moment. Wonderful play to Colbertaldo, short. Back to Moragas. He has the first touch. He runs over that stray leg. Now Subasic. Now here to Colbertaldo. Plays it back in. Oh, beats everyone. And Gerbesha! Gerbesha at the back post. Fantastic work from the skipper. It had to be Gerbesha. It beat everyone. It went across the box, that pass. And Gerbesha just put it straight into the bottom left corner past the outstretched Thurtell. Canberra FC just 23 minutes gone here. They get the lead. They're so far jumped ahead. Belconnen, if they can keep that up, are on their way to the final series. So does that change the complexion of this one? Canberra FC were hunting that goal for the first half of this game and managed to get it. Gerbesha, what a wonderful strike. What a captain's moment that was. On this occasion, Graham just a little bit too strong on Habtemarian and Colbertaldo. Now that's going to be a yellow card, surely. No, he's stepped over it. He's gotten away with that one, Greenwich. Probably. Oh, they've mucked it up there, Habtemarian and Costanzo, so they have to go all the way back to Thurtell. Wonder whether that goal will change the way that Gungalin's playing. They've been so brave early on, missing a lot of first-team players. Of course, if this does hold up the way it sits at the moment, Canberra FC will be playing finals and Belconnen will be the side that misses out. So if you're a Belconnen fan, you're hoping Gungahlin can find a goal to tie things back up here and he'll go through by a point. It's a very tight race, of course. Olympic and Thurtell, he's drawn himself into trouble. That's wonderful skill from the keeper there. That is beautiful play from the keeper. That's what you love to see. Chancing his arm, of course, there's nothing to lose. Now, this is a wonderful ball to Blanche. Probably a bit heavy on the touch, and Brown comes out. Kabesha was asleep at the wheel there. Forgot about Blanche behind him. It's a wonderful release from Brown looking for Milicevic. Now Kier. Milicevic and Abbas. Can he keep it in? That's wonderful pace. No, it's called out. I think he was still in. Of course, as I was saying, the title's also going to be decided today. What a wonderful Super Sunday of football here for Capital Football. All brought to you by Bar TV. Wonderful supporter of Capital Football. Oh, it's back here to Costanzo. He just sends it high. Lamb will track this one down before Namoski. So the state of play at the moment, looks like the final series will be Olympic versus the Tigers, and then whoever wins that game will win the title. Of course, the Olympic side can come away with the draw and win the title. But this game, if Canberra FC wins, they go through, and they're pressing here again. Milicevic plays it in on Barak just across the face of goal. Keir's trying to track it down. He does. Beats Costanzo. Wonderful touch and wins a corner. So in the state of play here, if Canberra FC win this one, they go through, and they'll take on Gungahlin United in that elimination final. So plenty to play for here for Canberra FC. Belconnen would be eliminated if, as we wait, as this one's played in. Kier! No, he's caught against. He's put the hands in the back apparently, and that one's waved away. Ryan Keir's very unlucky there. I think it was the right call, but now they're here through Angela Sante. This is very fast-paced football at the moment. Now Cole Batado looks for Barak. Nice chase here with Rene. Great work there from the centre-back. Yeah, so just explaining that state of play on the live ladder. If you had one, Canberra FC is going through. If Gungahlin tie this game, Belconnen go through. If Gungahlin win, Belconnen go through. So it's all, I guess, down to Gungahlin who they want to play. As this one's quick from Maragas. Goes across. Ugrinic, he'll get there. Looks inside. Wonderful defense there from Costanzo. Right in front of those away fans. Wonderful day for football. Super Sunday of football here in the capital region as Barak goes up, leaves it for Ugrinic. It'll fall to Calbertaldo, and Ryan Keir just can't get his boot on it. Thatel's goals are under threat at the moment. Played here to Habdamarian. Now it really opens up. If Angela Sante can stay on side. Habdamarian plays it wide for Blanche, who takes a nice first touch. Can't get around Maragas. Wonderful defense there. Milicevic. Strong from Abbas. And then he plays it across. There's a touch there. And, oh, Graham, don't want to be deflecting those ones into your own net. Brown plays it wide. Now Ugrinic, it's really opening up here as Lamb runs on. Oh, I thought Barak was going to leave it for him. He didn't. He takes it himself. He plays it inside to Cole Batado. Wonderful chip to Ugrinic. Offside. Gee, they're playing some good football at the moment, Canberra FC. Played into Angelo Sante. Shut down by Gerbischer. Wonderful here for Barak against Costanzo. Wonderful inside to Colbertaldo. Just a bit of a nothing ball. I know he's looking for Milicevic at the back post. Just mishit it. Probably happy with the state of things at the moment, Canberra FC. Of course, the destiny is really in their hands at the moment. If you're a Belconnen fan, you're hoping Gungahlin can find something as Maragas against Thurtell, and that's just across the pace, and it's been knocked in. It's an own goal. Costanzo knocked it into his own net as Barak looked to play it across. It was a wonderful bit of play to put Moragas into the space. He had the shot, it went past third tell, played the back post. The first person there was Barak. Well, they've played it to Barach, but they've given the goal to Barach, so we'll let that one slide. But right now it becomes a mountain for Gungahlin. So what can Gungahlin do here? They've been freewheeling at the moment and it just hasn't worked as Canberra FC really going on the kill. 2-0 up. It's just been these turnover balls where the sort of back three of Gungahlin hasn't been able to get set. As I said before the game, there's a lot of first teamers out at the moment. A few changes after that win over the Tigers. So they won't be too concerned with this result, giving the young kids a go. And Canberra FC needed to win this game. But you'd be frustrated if you were Belconnen. But that's the way sometimes it rolls if you're not good enough to win them earlier in the season. It's wonderful from Sabasic, just a high ball. Costanzo, wonderfully controlled by Colbertaldo. He plays him in, and I thought Greenwich was on. I thought he was on, and the fans to my left certainly thought he was on, the young fans. But not to be on this occasion, as Canberra FC would have all but booked themselves a ticket to the final series. Till then, it's Blanche. Can't control it. Gerbisher. Back to Graham. It's a high ball. He's mishit that one. Yeah, can't get there, Greenwich. He knew it as soon as it left his boot there, Ian Graham, that it was not going to find the target. Has a wry smile. All things are going well for Canberra FC at the moment. Came here with one mission, and here's Ryan Keir getting behind the defence. He plays it across to Milicevic and can't get there. Wonderful bit of play. It's unsurprising at the moment from Canberra FC. Just really breaking down at the back. This back three of Gungahlin missing key players. The young players held up well, but since they've conceded that goal, it's just going all the wrong way at the moment. Here's Keir. Can play Colbertaldo. He's shut down well by Habtemarian. That was nice from the youngster. Now Namoski plays it back to Habtemarian, working box to box at the moment. That's a nice worker around Graham. Gets a clip for his trouble. Walsh wanted to play it fast. He's told to take it back and works it with Renee and Rathjen. I think they've gone back to a more traditional four at the back, potentially. Just slow at the moment. I think Canberra FC is happy to let this evolve as Habtemarian just gets shut down by Keir. He goes back for another go. That one's sent high into the stand. Nearly came here into the commentary box and nice little wait as Habas goes and gets the secondary ball. Here's Rene. Back to third tell. This occasion, Rathjen controls it. Plays it across to Costanzo. It's a wonderful first touch from Namoski. Habtemarian gets clipped. Now played out here to Blanche. He hasn't stopped running. Lovely bit of touch there against Moragas. It's going to be a fascinating battle in the finals if this result continues. I'm looking forward to that battle. Comes out here, plays wide. Wonderful first touch. Oh, Blanche and Abdamarian, that's wonderful play. Plays it across, bit too deep for everyone, and just rolls across. But the right idea from Blanche. Moragas was right there. Just under half an hour gone. Canberra FC booking themselves so far a ticket to the final series in 2019. The defending champions. 2-0 so far. Earlier goals to Gerbisher. The captain's slicing one into the back corner, and then Barak. I thought it was an own goal to Costanzo, but took the deflection from him, and Barak was given the goal. So 2 goals early for Canberra FC. Moragas just takes his time here. As it's short, Barak can't find the target now. Habta Mariam. Back to Rene. Good here from Gungahlin, just looking to control the tempo. If they get one back, you just never know. Ratton nearly runs himself into trouble. Tell you what, they're leaving themselves open for a counter-attack here if they do turn it over. Costanzo. Look for Namoski, and there's the turnover that they were looking for. Habdamarian stops it. And then look at him go in the midfield. That's a wonderful couple of touches, and he wins a free kick. That's a good bit of play there from Jeremy Habdamarian. It's the advantage of letting the kids play and let them get used to the speed. It's a poor ball from Walsh. Milicevic is able to get it. Here's Moragas. Shut down by Abbas. Oh, wonderful shimmy. Now he gets around. He's got players moving into the box for him. Helps to go short at Habdamarian, and he's just cradled that one with his right arm. Unlucky there. Still slowed down. Brown shot to Gerbisher. Beats everyone, that ball. Walsh. What's happening here? Graham going to get a talking to. It's a cheeky slide. The last thing you want is cards or suspensions going into finals. Habdamarian drills that one. Cut off by Moragas. Can he get around Abbas? He cops one. Abbas is going to get a talking to now. A lot of frustration. I think they'd be a lot more calmer, the Canberra FC side. I mean, they're 2-0 up. Cynical fouls both ways from both teams. Here's Brown. Costanzo knew where that was going. Here's Habdamarian. He's been a shining light for Gungahlin in this first half. Some nice touches. Definitely benefit from John and those players coming back into the side for the finals. Opted to be rested in this one with no real changes. Give those younger players a chance. Now, Rene, that was a wonderful ball to Abbas. He keeps going as no one comes to him. He looks for Namoski, just can't hit it, and he's frustrated with that one. Knew as soon as it left the boot, it wasn't going where he wanted it to. Barak will look for your Greenwich. Can't find him. Costanzo, Colbertaldo. Rene gets there, beats Barak. Costanzo on his left, wanted his left, and Colbertaldo knew where he was going. Habtemariam. Plays his brother. He does well to keep it. This is Samuel Habtemariam. Plays Rathjen. Has Blanche wide. It's not a bad ball for Blanche. They had to go find it. He plays it inside. Here's Walsh against Keary. Oh, he went down a little bit too easy. He had a real good chance there if he wanted to take it and chose not to shoot. And now here's Milicevic on the counter-attack. He's got numbers inside. It's a poor ball for Greenwich, and now it really opens up in the sunshine here at Deakin Stadium. Fantastic day for football. Habtemariam. Nice little ball into Costanzo. He controls that one. Plays Angela Sante. He can't control it. He battles willfully. Now Lamb. Nice release from Colbertaldo. Now to Greenwich. Lamb keeps running and poor ball on that occasion. So now Gerbisher getting a talking to from the referee. Game played on here. Now it's a settled here for Gungahlin as Rathjen plays it short to Blanche. That's wonderful. Now that's a great ball looking for Namoski. Namoski plays it back. Just settling on it is Abbas. Just taking the sting out of it. Now turned over by Kia. Plays Milicevic. Plays Moragas. Look at that pace from the youngster. Plays it in. Oh, wonderful work there from Thurtell in goal. Speeding Barak. Here's Habtemariam. Get back so quickly to Canberra FC. And there they are again, Captain Gerbisher. Barak. Trib there, he's not happy, and here's Habtemariam on the quick counter-attack. Can't get around Colbertaldo. Gerbisher was there. Had a lash at it. They play it wide to Torren Blanche. This has been their go-to attack in the first half. Now they go back to Abbas. Look to control it. Walsh. Look for Namoshki. Plays it forward to Colbertaldo. That's a poor ball. Now Habtemariam. It tops a deflection, and I don't think it was going in, but Brown looking into that sunshine that's just appeared out of nowhere. Makes a good save, and it'll be Namoshki to take. Not sure what he's going for here. He drives it. Habtemariam can't get there. Keir gets his head to it first. It'll fall to Barak. No one upfield for him, but he wins the throw. That's great work when you're under pressure. Still a bit slow. Hoping for that halftime break. Canberra FC just in control here. Give them a chance to sort of set their goals. I think they might go defensive in the second half. They don't really, well, they don't need to score from here. They're 2-0 up. Might just consolidate their position, and unfortunately it's going to be Belconnen who's going to miss out. They were given a chance when their match against Riverina was a bit of fire there from Costanzo. Just trying to get it going. Of course, these two sides, if this result stays the same, will play each other in the first week of finals. And full-strength Gungahlin put Canberra to the sword earlier this year as it's played wide to Blanche. He's got time. Shut down now by Murray, guess. Looks to go short and just didn't really have the options with Canberra FC just putting the numbers into the box. Just need to do better than that, though. It's Brown. Plays it short to Blanche, who cuts that one off. Plays it into Angela Sanchez, just couldn't get there. Easy for Brown. He plays it high. There's Barak. Didn't fall to Murray. Guess Abbas. That's a wonderful touch from Ratchin. Not long before. A bit of extra time here in the first half as we hit 45 minutes. It's out there to Nemoshki. He's got it. Running in on goal. Plays Habtamarian, who has a strike, and it plays on the back post and fell there to Blanche and just couldn't get it on target. But that was promising for Gungahlin just when Canberra FC were looking like they just want to head to the sheds with this 2-goal lead. They're comfortable in this game, and Gungahlin nearly make it worth a bit of sweat there. Now Brown plays it to Milicevic. Now Moragas. Could they put the killer blow before half-time? Plays it back into Barak. Barak, oh, wonderful save there from Thurtell with the left boot. Keeps his side in it. Potentially keeps Belconnen's season alive as well. It's on life support. Here's Gungahlin. That other side. Here's Habtamariam. Plays his brother. And that'll do us here for the first half at Deakin Stadium. Canberra FC came with a job, and that was to win. And so far, they're sitting in the box seat 2-0 up against Gungahlin United. A young Gungahlin United who have fought quite hard in this first half. The goals were opened with Matty Grabresha scoring the opener, and Daniel Barak got himself on the score sheet as well. It's Canberra FC 2, Gungahlin 0. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Here we go, the second half here at Deakin Stadium. Canberra FC take a comfortable 2-0 lead into the second half. Checking around the ground, of course, that championship game happening at O'Connor between Olympic and Tigers going for that title. The Tigers, I don't know where it's all gone wrong for them this season. They were out there leading all comers by a long way, of course. They did win the FFA Cup, so not too bad a season for them. But they currently trail Olympic 2-0 at half-time. Not quite the way that they would have pictured it at the halfway mark when they were leading all comers by plenty of points. Canberra FC will set themselves a task today. They needed to win to keep their finals dream alive, and they're leading this one 2-0. Gungahlin went in with a youth and an inexperienced side rather, and they've sort of paid for it a little bit, but can't fault their efforts so far in this game. It looks likely that these two sides will meet again in an elimination final when the finals do get underway. No changes that I can see from...
Half-time substitutions coming on for Gungahlin United, number 20, Zach Barbatano.
In fact, I'll change that. It looks like Torrin Blanche has gone off and Zach Barbatano has come on for Gungahlin. So that looks like the change that's been made there. And that'll be interesting because, I mean, Torrin Blanche was quite solid for Gungahlin, but I guess obviously they're looking forward. Marcial Munoz is looking forward to that final that they're going to have to play. And Torrin Blanche, if they are going to win that final, is going to have to play a big part in it. So Gungahlin making that change, and Torrin Blanche and Barbatano swapping. Now here's Costanzo. Plays it back to Rene. Now playing four at the back. Rathjen plays Abbas. Now here's Barbatano, his first touch. It's not quite what he would have liked, as Cole Bataldo is thrown off that one. It's a lovely pass from Graham looking for u20s. Can he beat one? He's got a runner in Lamb. Finds him. Lamb will play it inside. It's a wonderful ball for Barach. Can't quite control it on the left. But that's a great start to the second half from Canberra FC. Can really book themselves a ticket to the finals with another goal. I don't think Gungahlin will be scoring 3 in the second half, but they did show signs earlier in the game that they did potentially have a couple in them. It's lovely work from the Habtemarian brothers here. Passes back to Jeremy. He was looking for Angela Santo. Couldn't find him. Lovely work from Subasic. Now u20s is going to have to work. Can he beat Costanzo here? Plays it back inside for Barach, and that's a wonderful strike. First touch. Straight past Thurtell. Canberra FC, they've booked their ticket to the finals. A double for Barach today. Wonderful bit of play there. A great ball in from u20s, and not a whole lot you can do if you're Jordan Thurtell in that situation. Sorry to say, Belconnen fans, but you won't be playing finals this year because Canberra FC is just absolutely all over Gungahlin at the moment. So 3 minutes into this second half, and just about does it for if you were holding out for Gungahlin to hold out for a result today. I don't think it's going to be what you're after. But wonderful bit of play from Canberra FC, and they could go on with it here. Really ram home a message to their opponents in the finals, Gungahlin. Of course, there was that 5-0 game from earlier in the season at the AIS. Of course, different teams playing today than what there was on that day, but it's always a good test for youth to see that level that you need to get to if you want to be at the top flight here in Canberra. Now it's short here. Cole Bataldo. Wonderful touch, and that's a strong physical challenge. Plays it out here now. Here's Namoshki. Looks to wrong foot Lamb. He does for a little bit and then turns it over. That'll come off Keir. Playing back from Walsh. Now Rene. Rathjen. Abbas. Strong play here. Here's up to Miriam Walsh. Sort of trying to work Canberra FC over. It's nearly stolen there by Milicevic. Play back in here. Now Rathjen. Nice ball from Walsh. Look for Namoshki. Stolen by Lamb. Plays it wide down the line. Barach. He could be looking for a hat trick here. Keir, that was a good touch. Called to the ball, and Walsh, he plays on with it. Who's looking for Barbatano. Strong tackle there, and we'll get the free kick, Barbatano. Not happy was Milicevic. So Hampton Marion put Gungahlin back in this. It's a wonderful Barbatano. Can't quite get there. It's cleared on the line. Comes out here. This will be a race. Barrett, nah, just went a little bit wide of him. Now Abbas plays it wide. Goes back to Brown. Looking to spread the play here through Costanzo. It's wonderful. Rathjen just trying to get things moving. Abbas, now Barbatano. Strong from Abbas there. Great challenge. Angela Santo can't control it. Only as far as Brown. No real release option, so he'll just hold it up until Angela Santo comes to him. Has Graham over the top if he wants. He opts to go wide, looking for Milicevic. Was out just. It's all a bit comfortable for Canberra FC. It's sort of a bit of a stalemate game. Gungahlin don't really care about this result. I think they'd like to see a little bit more out of their youngsters and see what they're capable of. Here's Walsh. Wonderful first touch. Beats Barach. Now Costanzo just can't control it. That's a bit frustrating for him. Here's Lamb. Good ball. Calbataldo. Lamb. Plays it back. There's a mistake there. Angela Santo, he curls it around, and there's life in this one yet. Angela Sante just really went on to that mistake, and Brown was out of his box. I'm not sure what's happened there, and it's really given some life here in the 53rd minute. Riley Angela Sante with a lovely curling ball. He just took his opportunity, and maybe there is life in this game just yet.
Goal scorer for Gungahlin United, number 22, Riley Angela Sante. Canberra FC 3, Gungahlin United 1.
So it's now 3-1. Asante. There's that back ball again. They weren't looking as where Brown was, and just perhaps getting a little bit too comfortable, Hampton Marion. I don't think there was a whole lot there. Cole Bataldo played it for what it was worth and got the free kick in midfield. Now it's played there. This goes down the line. It'll stay in. Played high. Graham didn't trust his inside player on that occasion, was Carl Bataldo. Now Namoshki. Bit of life here. Plays it all the way back to Renee. Now Walsh. Looking to push this game, and Ratjan just gets there. Plays it straight into Keir. Now they're in trouble. Here's Barach. Abbas, wonderful there. Gets in front of Milicevic. Plays it wide to Barbatano. Back inside. Just a bit of life here for Gungahlin. Here's Namoshki. Plays it back inside to Habtemariam. This is Sam. He just comes a push there. Unhappy with Sabasic. Tell you what, the score here, Gungahlin, they make it really interesting. Walsh plays it quickly. Falls here to, I think it was Angela Sante. He can't control it. Milicevic, run down by Habtemarian. Stronger than that. Walsh back to save the day. Plays it to Thurtell. Just controlling the tempo at the moment, Gungahlin. Costanzo. Is it here for Walsh? Cross Barbatano. He just took that touch, and then Moragas stole it back to Keir. Now looking for Moragas again. That one's cut off by Barbatano. Nice bit of pace. Looking for Angela Sante. He can't control it. Gerbischer gets back in there. He'll be onside here, Barak. And he is. And look at him go. He's looking for a hat trick. He plays it across. The chip. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Daniel Barach. Wonderful bit of play from the striker there, looking for his third goal. Gungahlin caught out there. And they'll make a sub here. Will be Augustine Bangura coming on. Jeremy Habtemarian makes way.
Substitution for Gungahlin United coming off number 10, Jeremy Habtemarian, being replaced by number 14, Augustine Bangura.
So Augustine Bangura comes on. See what he can provide. Again, a little bit more youth for Gungahlin. Here's Samuel Habtemarian. No brother Jeremy out there anymore. Look at him go. Wonderful touch. Oh, just falls over his foot at the wrong time. Just wanted it to roll through. In future years, that's going to be a cause of problems, as Barrett, she didn't know where it was. Costanzo did well to match up there. Barbatano just frustrated. He's not getting a whole lot of support from Keir in this half. Just sort of sitting back, so he's being forced to play that central attacking mid-roll by himself. Ratjan looks to play it through. Now here's Bangura. Plays a wonderful ball. He's on here, Barbatano. Plays it across, and Brown not really troubled with that cross at all. Plays it quickly to Keir. Bangura will put the pressure on. Keir a little bit too strong. He looks for Barag. There's a wonderful curling ball. Can he get past Abbas, who's right there with him? Can't as it stands, and Abbas just gets rid of it, and referees called it Canberra FC's way. Thought that may have came off Barach, but it wasn't to be. So it's played short here. Looked for Moragas, did Barrach. Now comes out here to Namoshke against Lamb. Back to Costanzo. Getting better as this game goes on. Gungahlin now care. As you say that, they turn it over. Bangura, but they'll just got the foot in at the wrong time. Very quick is Augustine Bangura. Oh, Graham played that fast, and look who was at the back post. Manny Gerbischer. Would have been probably a rare double for him. Can't remember the last time Manny Gerbischer scored 2 goals in a game. So it might be a Greenwich to take a shot. Stands over it. Goes short. Ricocheted off the wall. Kier will get up. He won't win it. Renee wins it. Gerbischer. Your Greenwich back post. Oh, just saved there by the Rathjen. And a beaten Thurtell, and Greenwich looked like getting himself on the score sheet. It's cleared off the line. Take his time going there, you Greenwich. Nearly had a cheeky goal there. Plays a high ball in, looking for Kier. Can't quite get there. Here's Bangura. No, it'll be Moragas. Back to your Greenwich, only as far as Renee. And they're out here, Angela Sante, if he can find her. And that is a professional foul from Cole Bataldo, who gets a yellow. They're away there, and boy, oh boy. Tell you what, Barbatano, I don't think was going to be caught if that pass got away. So Gungahlin just not going down as easy as not going down as easy as what Canberra FC would have liked at half-time when it was 2-0. It's 3-1, so the margin is still similar, but just causing a few more headaches than they would have liked. Of course, needing to win this game to book their spot in the final. But at this stage, Bangura, I mean, at this stage, it's still very comfortable as Moragas with a bit of pace. Look at him go. Can he get around Rene? He can't. Who gets a nice slide in there. Wonderful work from the centre-back. Moragas. Nice little bit of play there from the youngster. It's very fast. There's young Lucas. It's all a bit slow from Milicevic. Abbas just sends it back in. Bangura was probably being held, not called. Allowed to play on. Barbatano. Angela Sante beaten by Graham. Nice in from Walsh. Oh, that's a wonderful bit of touch from Ratchin. And again. And he gets a free kick. And was that Carl Bataldo? No, it was Barak, who also goes in the book. Well, thought for a minute there it might have been Carl Bataldo, and boy, that would have made things interesting. But it's still not letting them go down easy. Gungahlin. Still plenty of time, just over 27 minutes to go. 63rd minute here. Played here by Walsh. It's Bangura. Graham does well. Gets back off. Just lets that one through. Now Barrach. He's strong here. Gets through, and that's a wonderful ball to Milicevic. Can Abbas stay with him? He does. Plays it back to Barrach. He misses it. Plays it to Cobbatados. Saved there by Thurtell. And then that strike from your Greenwich. Wonderful work from Thurtell. Boy, oh boy, is he a good keeper. He's done fantastic work there. I thought Barrach was going to send that straight into the top corner and run away for his hat-trick. And now Walsh is coming off for Gungahlin. That'll be the end of his day. Coming on is Tom McLaughlin in number 23. So normally...
Substitution for Gungahlin United coming on number 23, Tom McLaughlin.
And let's play quickly. Now here is Bangura. Space in front of him. He's fast. He plays it in. Can't quite hit the target. So definitely not lying down Gungahlin. Boy, oh boy. The work from Thurtell in goal, though, from Gungahlin has been absolutely fantastic. He's probably saved about 6 or 7 goals today. Oh, Habtemarian with the skip and a jump. Nearly got through. That was a strong tackle there. Played into Rene. Now here's McLaughlin for his first touch. Good to Habtemarian. He's put under pressure. Oh, that's a wonderful skip and a jump. And he gets the free kick. Compitano's got to be careful here. He is on a yellow. Played quickly from McLaughlin. This goes wide to Barbatano. Looks inside. Ryan Keir just sticks the leg out. Now to McLaughlin. Plays it to Costanzo going wide. Movement. Here's Habtemarian. Gets the call from Bangura, who lets one go, and Sabasic. And then that one from Rene. Just slowed down a little bit. He caught the full brunt of that kick, Sabasic, from Bangura, and he'll take this free kick now. Goes wide. Wonderful ball to Milicevic. Here's Moragas. Plays it back to Milicevic. Bangura. Or is it Barbatano? It's Barbatano. Good first touch. Plays Angelo Sante, who's now in space. Can he get there first? He'll get around Madigabesha if he can. No, he's pushed off it. Wonderful work there from the Canberra FC skipper. But some good work there from Gungahlin. Really making hard work of it at times, Canberra FC. So in on this occasion from Brown. Played across. Keir, wonderful down to Milicevic. Rene in a good challenge. The referee lets that one play, and I think that was a good decision, both in the contact. Neither was really in control of it. What are we at? Still plenty of time in the 68th minute. 22 plus spare change to go. That's a wonderful ball in, but Thurtell calls that one. He releases quickly. This is Namoshki. Goes quickly to Angelo Sante. Still allowed to run on. He's causing some headaches in this second half. And wonderful work there by Sabasic. Played quickly by Namoshki to McLaughlin, who plays a ball that sort of skids the head, and Moragas comes off his scone. So just get the feeling be some nervous Canberra FC players if Gungahlin can put one in the back of the net here. Just starting to get on top with those subs that they made. It's a wonderful ball in from Namoshki. Ryan Kerr just too strong. Here's McLaughlin. Wins the ball wide to Costanzo. Quickly, and it's a wonderful foot from Greenwich. Now played long, forced back as Renee. That's a wide board for Hampton. His first touch is good, but shut down quickly by Lamb. Goes to Costanzo. There's a back across Rathjen, now Abbas. All the back four getting a touch on that occasion. It's a bit of a cheeky one from Barbatano. Quickly played on. Here's Graham. Good look for Moragas. Oh, he gets the nutmeg on Abbas. He'd love that one. That one's sent high. Someone's Carmot. Copped a nice little hit there from Renee's boot that went over the Ivan Bullam stand. Just waiting to find a ball. It's not going to be a whole lot of time to get it as Jordan Lamb picks it up. No real rush to get the ball across. He's still waiting to... He plays it across. Oh, he could be a keeper. Nah, no. Delivery was okay. Finally, the ball gets there. This is going to be a big one in. Goes high. Barach against McLaughlin, who gets his foot on it. Now here's Bangura. Had to play Angelo Sante. Took his time, and now he's offside. He just needed to play it a touch earlier. Bit of disconnect there between the two players. Now here's Keir making a run. Cops a high boot from... Copped a high boot. That one was missed. Now wide from McLaughlin to Costanzo. Wonderful ball here for Namoshki. Namoshki gets around the slide of Gerbashar, but can't keep going as it's cleaned up. Rathjen, Costanzo. Now it's turned over. Here's your Greenwich. Has Barrett still hunting his hat-trick. Goes himself around Tommy McLaughlin. Not the quickest man on the field, but he'll do his job here in defence. Strong there from your Greenwich. He does well. Plays it back to Barrach. Still hunting that third goal. Turning. Plays it back. Bangura cuts it off. Now McLaughlin. Wonderful ball. Namoshki. It's opening up. He plays it in. Angelo Sante. Oh, just over the crossbar. Boy, oh boy. Would have had a few hearts racing in the Canberra FC faithful if Riley Angelo Sante put that first touch past Sam Brown. I thought he had enough time to take a second touch. He decided to hit it first time and wasn't a bad effort. Wonderful open play. What a ball it was originally from Tom McLaughlin, the substitute. Now, definitely not slowing down this game. Still plenty of time. Plenty of time. State of play at the moment is if you're a Belconnen United fan, you need 2 goals for Gungahlin. You need a tie. If you're Canberra FC fans, you're happy to just sit on this. If you're Gungahlin, you're just happy to see the way your team's playing with these younger players, and you're looking forward to the final series and who you'll be playing as yet to be decided. Looks like in the other game as well, Olympic will take the title after Kuma just struggled to... Not sure whether that was a free kick. Should have been played against Bangura. Pulled or called for a hold. Don't think there was a whole lot in it. Graham just taking his time and nearly felt a Angela Sante there. Quick ball this. Youth of Gungahlin keeps coming. They're not going to go away. Brown played quickly. Habtemariam can play. Bangura doesn't quite reach him. It cops a deflection. He might be happy to let it go. No, he doesn't. Plays on. Played inside from Barberton. No, over the crossbar. A bit of a wasted chance there from Gungahlin. Now there's a sub being made. It'll be Aiden Brunskill coming on for Canberra FC. Who comes off is yet to be decided. It'll be Milicevic. Milicevic coming off and Aiden Brunskill coming on, not Braden Unskill. Just looking to show up that defence, I dare say. Rene goes high. Abbas wins it down to Costanzo. He plays it across. Now Rathjen. Good hold. Goes short. Here it is. He's Habtemariam. Plays it short. Cry of handball there. It's not given. Goes short to Habtemariam. Namoshki. McLaughlin. Oh, nearly into his own goal. There was Gerbisher. Abbas. Quickly, here's McLaughlin. Namoshki. Plays it to Costanzo. Still working it out here, Gungahlin. They need to score. Rathjen plays Abbas. Goes in again. That's just another wasted chance for Gungahlin. Brown goes short. Greenwich falls over and then got back up behind play. Ball didn't quite find him. Wonderful from Cole Bataldo. Plays Brunskill. Way offside was Greenwich. Here's Rene. Just as that cloud cover comes over. Still haven't had any rain. It was a beautiful day earlier. Nice and warm. Just starting to get chilly as we come towards the end of winter here in Canberra. Football's hitting the business end of the season as it starts to heat up though. It's a wonderful ball. Looking for Abbas. Will they get there? No. Just they are playing good football, Gungahlin, and you dare say that they'd play like this with their full squad in. They will cause a lot of problems for Canberra FC in that first final, and I dare say the Olympics and the Tigers that are left as well. Ryan Keir coming off. Ryan Keir coming off. He's been fantastic. So Gianpaolo comes on. And just updating that score in the other game, Olympic looks like they have the title sewn up 3, the Tigers nil in the 77th minute. So it's all just fallen apart for Cooma. They won't get the double, unfortunately, and the treble will remain elusive. They still have a chance to win a double, but they won't get the championship this year, it seems, as Olympic, and coached so well by Frank Cascia, looks like they'll be the champions this year. But of course there is the finals to play, so still plenty to play for as Brown goes high, and that one's out of here. Unlucky. So plays short to Costanzo, to Namoshki, back to Costanzo. Rathjen had that play as Barbatano. Just happy to sit on this at the moment, Canberra FC. So it's a quick ball over the top. Here's Barbatano. Oh, lovely save there from Brown. Now it's played short. Here's Barach. He's been fantastic today, probably the best on the ground. He plays a short ball looking for Gianpaolo. Can't quite find him. Now it opens up. Here's Banguya. Goes short to Costanzo. Just not on the same page as... Wonderful there from Subasic. Goal kick here for Brown. Just the one mistake from him today, and that was that Riley Angela Sante goal, where he sort of got caught in no man's land. He was sort of sold up the river with no paddle from his defender Lamb, who misjudged the throw in. But here's Gungahlin, still attacking, still not giving up on this game. Habtemariam. Wonderful work. He gets around. Can play it in. Just one touch too much from Habtemariam there. But he goes back, and good defence from the youngster, Samuel Habtemariam. Of course, his brother was also in the lineup earlier, been substituted. Gabesha. So it's here from Rene. Back to Rathjen. They played over the top. There's 4 Canberra FC players playing as attackers at the moment. I think they're waiting for a quick attack to kill it off. Now Habtemariam. Strong. A wonderful ball. Bangura, no, won't get there. Wonderful first touch from the youngster there in the crowd. Plays it over the fence, and there's Brunskill. Bangura, that would have been a handball. Now Barak, he's just causing a heap of trouble here for Rene, but the defender on that occasion gets there first, plays it back to Thurtell. Now, this is where they've had success opening up Canberra FC, the change of angles. McLaughlin's been quite crucial in that so far. He plays a lovely ball out here to Costanzo, working that left back roll. Now Ross plays it back in and can't quite hit it off his left. Disappointing effort for him there as Canberra FC will make another change. Looks like it's Marko Verkic over there in the number 2. Whoever's coming off has decided they're not. It's Greenwich coming off.
Coming off, number 9, Jason Gungahlin being replaced by number 2, Marko Vrkic.
Yeah, it's Vrkic coming on for Greenwich. Not any easier on the tongue, unfortunately. So that's the 3 subs there for Canberra FC. So just making a couple of notes in the book with the linesman. Called the play on now. So high here. Here's Barrach. Can't win it. McLaughlin wins it. On that occasion was Lamb in midfield with the... Here's Vrkic, his first touch. Namoshki can't quite keep it in. And from Brunskill, he'll play Vrkic. Plays it to Barrach. Nice little 1-2 there. Plays it inside. It falls to Barrach. Back post Lamb. Oh, he was offside anyway, but it was a nice little move there from Barrach and Vrkic. Just couldn't quite finish it. Comes out here to Costanzo. Short to Habtemariam. Can he get around Cole Bataldo? He can't. That's a nice little bit of defence. Goes short to Costanzo. Time the enemy here for Gungahlin and time the enemy for Belconnen. They're going to miss out, it looks like, if the result stays the same here. Canberra FC fans can rejoice. It looks very likely you'll be in finals this year and you'll be up against the side you're playing this afternoon. There'll be a few different faces the next time you do face them. But if the results here are to be believed, it's a promising start, and then who knows, Barbatano could roll on here. There's still life in this one just yet. He went the turn and he gets the corner. He went to go quick. There wasn't numbers there. He goes short. Plays it to Gagunya. Angela Sante can't quite get up there. Here's McLaughlin. Goes left, goes right. I thought he got held and he did, so a free kick. Free kick here for McLaughlin now. If he kicks this, I tell you what, there'll be a couple of nervous fans across the capital. There's a few over this. Namoshki, McLaughlin, Rathjen. It's a nice tall wall for Canberra FC. Gabesha, Barrach, Vrkic, Namoshki. Straight into the wall. Falls to Costanzo. He plays it back post. Barbatano, he can't get there. It's played firstly by Morangish. Control here from Bangura. Trying to get around, can't. That's Giampaolo there. He gets pushed over. Advantage being played. It goes long. Rathjen beats Barrach. Abbas. Thought that was handled there by Lamb. It's not given. Away he goes, and then he trips over the ball. He was away for all money, and then he just tripped over it. Did Jordan Lamb. Now it's played wide. Namoshki. Wonderful tackle by Marko Vrkic. Very strong. Played quickly. Still a couple of metres there, Namoshki. Rathjen goes across. Not much time. Time the enemy for Gungahlin if they do want to get a result here. Gabesha. So fantastic. He was the one who got them on the front foot in this game and hasn't put a foot wrong all afternoon here at Deakin. Gungahlin works it across. Here's Habtemariam. He hasn't stopped working. Wonderful first touch. Just gets himself turning, but don't feel like that pass to Racham was necessary. Just go on with it, young man. This time he gets it back. Now he plays a wide ball. That's positive. Plays it to Namoshki. Has Costanzo wide. That sort of draws the defenders. He plays it inside to Habtemariam. First touch was good. Now in the box. He's trying to work something there, but it was good defence from Subasic. Now it's played here to Barach. Down the wing. He'll just take his time. He doesn't need to score, remember. They don't need to score. Oh, but it's wonderfully taken by Renee. It's like a thief in the night. Now Namoshki to Habtemariam. Goes wide to Barbatano. Can't quite get around Moragas, who's slotted into that left back role. Now back in to Bangura. That's Costanzo wide. He plays it. It's sort of slow moving. Nearly at the start of extra time here. I can't imagine there'd be too much. Here's Rathjen. Goes to Angelo Santo. It's just cleared there by Subasic. That's the 90 minutes up. Can't be much time left here. It's a wonderful ball back in, and that's a big, heavy tackle. Big, heavy tackle on that occasion from Gerbisher. Nervous times. Still 2 goals up. Canberra FC comfortable, but if it goes through here, could be a weird little 90 seconds at the end of this game. Fear, however, it's too little too late for those Belconnen fans, and Gungahlin won't mind. They've got a little bit out of this one. A goal to Riley Angela Sante. Here's Namoshki. Goes high and straight into the head of Gerbisher. He copped that one flat in the face. I felt that one from here. And that one hurt. Play on Gungahlin here. Looks very much like it's going to be Canberra joining them in the finals. That should be a fantastic game. I dare say that'll be at the AIS. And then, of course, Olympic and Tigers will do it all again to play off for a spot in the grand final. This one's played to Habtemariam. First touch was good, but read the second time by Subasic. Plays Barak. He's done a mountain of running so far. Here's Gungahlin. Of course, Canberra looking to defend their title from last year. Plays short to Habtemariam. Just sort of on a death knell here, the game. Bangura. Just both sides looking to get out of it without any injuries. They're going to come back and play a fantastic final. Here's Habtemariam. Now Namoshki plays Costanzo. He looks to go sideways. Now it's Habtemariam. First touch was good, and then he got clipped by Marko Verkic. Just sort of letting it peter out. Here's Bangura. There's plenty of players behind the ball, or 10. No, there's Barach still ahead of it. So 9 players behind the ball, plus Brown. And that'll do us here. Canberra FC keep their season alive with a 3-1 victory over Gungahlin United. Those sides will meet again in the finals. If you're a Belconnen United fan, your season is over, despite that overturned game with the Riverina Rhinos. It all started with Gerbesher in the 23rd minute, the captain getting on the score sheet early, and then Barach scored a goal courtesy of the deflection from Costanzo And then Barach got on the score sheet again with a double. Only Angelo Sante made it interesting when he scored in the 53rd minute, but it was Canberra FC with a job to do, and they did that job well. 3-1 here, thanks to Bar TV. We'll be back for the finals. It should be a cracker. Looks like Olympic has taken the title over the Tigers. They'll face each other in the first week of finals for a spot in the grand final. These two sides will face off in the elimination final. Until then, it's Brent Ford signing off for Bar TV at Deakin Stadium. Thanks for joining us.